Okay, everybody, welcome to another edition of TEW 2020 here on Twitch as we continue our run through the Cornellverse in the beta. As we're working still in CWA, it's the first show after Clash Classic, so just in case you missed out or you didn't click on it last time, let's look at the results real quick. So we had the Brothers Kane defeat Generation Z, Skip Bugo over George Wolf, Lauren Easter go over Laura Flame. And after that, Brooke Tyler said, fine, you get a match with me, but I'm still the franchise. Dante Dunn go over Lee Riviera. Cameron Vesey get the big win over Eric Strong. Amber Allen and Nadia Stowe going to a no contest, and they continue in a brawl. Jack Cole having an open challenge, which brought out Robin DeLay, and which led to Robin DeLay getting wiped out because he's Jack DeColt. Thunder and Lightning finally winning the tag titles over the Dynamite Express. Sean McFly defeating Shooter Sean Dealey to win the title shot. Aaron Knight defeating Jared Johnson. And then finally, Kristen Price retaining the world title over Ricky DeColt. So that's the sort of where we are as we're heading on to our first actual championship wrestling after the show. So let's get rolling for that. Hit next. And let's take a second to kick in. Let's see here as it's continuing to go. Alright, so okay, here Shinsuke is retiring. Tristan Cincinnati was kicked out of the Rat Pack. Okay, so yeah. Tana the Mighty is hurt, unfortunately. But now let's go to the actual show. I think, yeah, this is the actual show. Yep, okay. So first, let's look at our backstage incidents. So Johnny Bloodstone was taking David Stone under the wing of his protege. I mean, that actually makes sense. I mean, everything short of, one of the Stones taking David under his wing. So let's actually get this started. Okay, so yeah. So basically, we're going to start with a confrontation between Sean, words are hard, between Sean McFly and Christian Price, which I realize is probably not going to do the best as far as pure entertainment. Have confrontation. So this will have Sean McFly, Christian Price. Whoops, that's not it. Okay, Christian Price. Both rated out entertainment, and again we'll go over the actual how it goes on the show. And then in our opening match we'll have Dante Dunn taking on George Wolf. This will go about 8 minutes. Dante Dunn will get the clean win. Be an open match. And decisive win for old Dante. And then in the important part, after the match, nope, that's a match, not an angle. Dante then celebrating. Lee Rivera comes out. Shooter Sean from behind. So Rivera will not actually be rated, but we'll have Dante Dunn basically making, things to call him in, and then we'll have Shooter Sean basically running in from behind. I'll book that segment. Okay, that's next. Then our next match of the evening basically is going to be a quick tag match. So we're going to have the Brothers Kane going over the Griffins. And this is going to be a short match to get the Kanes over. And then for the angle, Brothers Kane call out Thunder and Lightning. any of these guys actually good on the mic? No. And Luke, are you any good? No. Okay. Let's cheat a little and rate you both on menace. Okay. So yeah, we've got so yeah. Well, we'll have that match set up. So let's see here. Make sure I'm not freeing anybody obvious as I do some booking. Okay. Right, that's the thing I wanted to do. Okay. In a match, purely, I don't say to pop a good rating for the match, but kind of like that. We're going to have Eric Strong taking on Mr. Impact for the TV title. But what's going to happen, and again I'll go over this more fully, is basically Mr. Impact will win. It'll be an open match. And it'll be a tainted win. Because we'll have outside interference from none other than Jared Johnson. So there's our booking. We'll book that segment. And Jared Johnson locks in crossface on Strong. Okay. So let's see here, we got 11. Okay, so right now we booked 48 minutes, and so far we've got, okay, about enough matches, but if you notice, we haven't got the people on the show who should be on the show to basically save our ratings. Well, not our ratings, but yeah, our ratings. So first, Steve Colt announces tag match for next week. So first we go backstage with Steve the Colt, who basically announces that, you know, if Dante Dunn can find a partner, he can face off against Shooter Sean and Lee Rivera next week. And then in our only women's match on the show, which I might have to readjust the placement of this, but we'll see. Basically, we're going to have Brooke Tyler, who was in action on the pay-per-view. She will be taking on, let's see here. I feel like I already booked this, but let me just see here. Nope, okay, I have it. So this will go 7 minutes. Brooke will go over. And then we'll have a quick Tyler promo after the match. Not a quick one, but, you know, a promo. On Warren Easter. Just in case something is not correct here, let me just... I do like this thing where you can sort of like add it just in case. I mean, I think it will anyway, but I just want to make sure. Okay, so we got Schmalai, Joe Johnson, looking at Place on Strong, Steve Colt, Brooke Tyler. Okay. So our main event for the night is going to be a 6-man tag, and it's kind of who you expect. It's Aaron, it's Jack, it's Ricky taking on Cameron Vesey, Sid Collier, and your friend and mine. Who is the other guy? Oh, Cam Jones. There we go. Okay. So this is going to go 18 minutes. The victory is going to go to Mr. Cam. Well, no. Actually, yeah. This is the thing I want to do. It's going to go to Jack the Colt. will pin Cam Jones. It's going to be an open match. We're going to call in the ring unless they yell at me. And we're going to slow build this baby. That's going to be a decisive win. Okay, there we go. Okay. So we're up to 86 minutes, which is good. And then we're going to end the show with Aaron Knight and Cameron Vesey. We can't do this forever. Okay. And then what I'll have is a pretty much a short, not short, but like a DeColt promo earlier in the show. So your friend and mine, Jack and Ricky DeColt, will have a segment, and then we'll talk about nobody. But on Road Agent notes, just so we can advance the storyline, we'll say we're advancing this storyline, which might be a spoiler for later on. So we'll move this down. Let's see here. This can happen. Yeah, this can happen after the and the other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move this. Oops. Keep on moving the wrong thing now. Here we go. Okay. So I'm actually going to move everything, this whole TV title match, up because it's probably going to be a better match. So let's move Mr. Impact and Eric Strong up. Okay. Okay, so Mr. Impact versus Eric Strong, Jared Johnson, locking crossface, our tag title match. Let's see here. Okay. Right, we need a storytelling match. Well, good thing we have this match. Okay, we can throw the storytelling beat on, and there you go. Okay. Okay, let's just test this out. Alright, make sure I got everything set up correctly. And okay, let's run this. Oh, right, need to make sure we're in the right place. So we are going to be in British Columbia again for this show. 10,000. So yeah, there you go. Select this menu, and there you go. And okay, let's start the show. So this gets 75, which is actually a lot better than I expected. Thank you, Christian Price, or thank you these guys for actually being over. Whatever happened, happened. But basically, Sean McFly comes out to start the show. He basically, thanks fans for his support. He says, I know I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm still good enough, to defeat Christian Price and become the CWA champion. And that's what I'm going to do at WrestleFestival. Is, I'm going to... Christian Price can talk all he wants, how he was held down, but the truth is you weren't good enough. And maybe you're good enough now, but I don't think you are. So, what's going to happen at the end of WrestleFestival is I'm going to be, the world champion once again. Christian Price comes out, does some heel banter, makes fun of McFly for being old, and says, let me just get a price check on whether your old tire ass can defeat me. And I think the answer on that is no. So he goes to attack McFly, but McFly gets out of the way, reverses his, and then hits a DeLorean driver, and there we go to begin the show. And our actual first match, which is a actually pretty good match, Dante Dunn defeats Greg Wolf in 8:21 by submission. So back and forth match. Dante Dunn gets a solid win. This gets a 69. Got the crowd hotter. So basically what happened here is Dante Dunn is celebrating. Lee River comes out and basically stares at him. Dante Dunn's like, come on, you want another shot after, you beat me, after I beat you at the pay-per-view. Then out of nowhere, Shooter Sean Dealey basically does like a leg pick on him, grabs him, slaps on the ankle lock, and then Lee River comes in for the beatdown for a couple minutes until CGC officials break it up. So this is 66, and this, basically begins the angle between these guys. I wonder who Dante Dunn could find to be his partner. Who knows? Then we have the brothers Kane defeating the Griffin family in 6:32 when Eli Kane pinned Robbie Griffin with the mark of Kane. 62. Perfectly solid match. Does what it needs to. Brothers Kane calling out Thunder and Lightning for the tag titles. This gets a 52. Okay. And then we have a Cult Brothers promo where basically, they talk about how like they're going to, team up with, Aaron Knight tonight, but they still want a shot at the top of the mountain, and the WrestleFestival is still their show, so they're looking forward to something big happening at that show for them. 67, which let me see here. Okay, limited for being short. Bonus, babyface, chemistry. Okay, interesting that they only got. Again, Ricky's actually not as good as Jack, but anyway. So then we have Steve DeColt, basically, in the backstage, in his office, basically announcing a tag match for next week. He's like, okay, Dante, Dealey, Rivera, you have some problem, so let's have a tag match. Dante, find a partner. Let's see if you can find one, and let's have a match next week. So this gets a 79, because DeColt is quite entertaining and quite over. Then we have Brooke Tyler defeating Sally Ann Christensen in 7:30 by submission with the Brooke Breaker, which I'm not sure what that is, but I mean, it's a submission, so I'm sure, our friend Tyler just stretched the hell out of her, so this got a 69, which is really good. And then Brooke's promo got a 71, basically saying, yeah, you beat Laura Flame last week, but, Laura Flame's talented as hell, but she's not the franchise of women's wrestling, which is what I am, and at WrestleFestival, you're going to be reminded of that. Easter. Okay. This was not as good as I expected. Okay, mistakes were made. I'm sorry, Laura, for not thinking you'd be good. But Mr. Impact defeated Eric Strong at 37 by pinfall with a crying game, following a reference from Fisher. So basically, like, it looks like, Eric Strong is going to win the tag titles. I mean, not the tag titles, the television title. Jared Johnson comes out, interferes him. I imagine, like, pushing him off the top rope as he's going for the strong salt. Impact hits the crying game, gets the pinfall victory, 64. And then after the match, Jared Johnson just locked in the crossface on Strong, and that was that, Again, that got to 67. Not the worst, not the best either. Then in our main event of the evening, we had in an 82 match, which was great, Aaron Knight and the DeColt Boys defeated Cameron Vesey and the Diamond Express in 1756 when Jack DeColt submitted Cam Jones with the End of Days. So this got an 82 because everybody in here is pretty great, and even the Diamond Express are still really good wrestlers, even if they aren't like super entertaining. And then basically after the match, like the Colts and Dynamic Express have gone to the back. Cameron Vesey is like, Aaron, we can't do this forever. So WrestleFestival is coming up. Let's do this. One more one-on-one for one last time. You're upset, that you've never really beat me. So let's see if you can actually do this. And it's like, okay, let's do this. You want to say I've never really beat you? Well, at WrestleFestival, at the end of the night, you'll be losing, and everyone will know, it'll be your nightfall, buddy. And they sort of face off, no fighting, but just sort of a stared at thing. This gets an 89, because these guys are really freaking over. And the show itself gets a 79. Yes, okay. So, yeah. So, it turns out the way you actually book CWA is kind of the same way you book CDG, and to a lesser extent north of the border. You put your best wrestlers in lots of segments, and you put the Colts in lots of segments. So again, this gets a 79, so let's finish the show out. Processing. So yeah, I mean, that was actually a really solid show. A lot better than, I don't say a lot better than I expected, but it was, a good show. Let's see here. Anything interesting? Not really. Let's go to our mail. We did a 0.25, which is, yeah, a little less than last time, but our last TV show was a little, not disappointing, but, you know, it was what it was. Looking at our show here, okay, so the only people who I really want to get out of cold at this point is probably, yeah, the tag champs. Okay. And look at morale. Morale is not working correctly. Okay, that might be something that's changed. Anyway, so yeah, still the same major stars, still the same stars, but you know, we're getting there. If we go to storylines real quick, storylines, where are you? There you are. If we go to storylines real quick, so this got up to an 85. This is down to a 55, unfortunately. This started at 55. This is still at a 79. This is at a 59. This is at a 77. This is 75. This is a 68. And this started off in a 61, which is, you know, not as bad as I actually thought it might. So yeah. So then, again, if we go to our main screen, so yeah, we're booking 2 weeks of Weekend Warriors next, so let's go ahead and do that. So again, if you don't remember, Weekend Warriors is our beast show that I created, and basically what it is, you know, basically a way to get our people, you know, our lower mid-carders and mid-carders some TV time, since obviously there's not a lot of time to go through when we've got like top stars to deal with. Let's first deal with Backstage Incidents. Okay, received cold help during the night. That's what we call good. But yeah, let's do some booking. Okay, so again, let's just start out with a one-on-one match. Let's say, okay, so let's just say Diablo Duvac can take on Mark Dubois. I feel like I just did this match, so I just want to make sure. Okay, nope, pre-show match. I mean, Battle Royal. Okay, so this can be, and Diablo can go over, can be an open match. Let's just say steal the show, and Diablo can go over decisively. We can have a tag team match. Generation Z taking on the Montreal Mafia. Again, I want to make sure I didn't just do this match. Okay, I literally just did this match. Well, yeah, I did this match 2 weeks ago. So actually, let me do random heels. Oops, males. Okay, so our male heels. It's not going to be... Okay, so let's go with Princeton Price and Robin DeLay. And this will go 8 minutes. And Generation Z will go over after an open match. And then, let's see here, we'll have a women's match. Yeah, we'll have a women's match on the show. So, well, Sandra's Shrine taking on Laura Flame, who lost in the pay-per-view. So here you go, Laura. You get some momentum back. Laura Flame goes over. It's a decisive win. And then one more match. Blockbuster will take on... yeah, I'm sorry, Mark. But this is sort of your lone life at the moment. So, a decisive win for Blockbuster. Okay, let's just rearrange that real quick. So, this will be our main event. we'll open up with the women's match. Yeah, we'll do Gen Z versus Princeton Price, and I believe that'll be it. Let's see here. And yeah, opening of show. So as is traditional so far, we'll have Old Sammy and Steve the Colt putting over everybody, that all the important people that are going to be on the show, or not important people, but sort of like bigger matches. So Blockbuster, and I believe that's, yeah, well, and let's go with Laura Flame. There we go. Okay, oops. Oh, that's not that. There we go. Then we'll have a Laura Flame post-match promo. We'll have Gen Z argument with Price and Delay. So that would be that. We'll have Blockbuster kills Griffin. Success for our friend Blockbuster. Then we'll have a Du Bois in-ring promo. And then we'll have Duvac celebrating. Okay, make sure we're in the right spot. So again, still in British Columbia for the weekend. Let's say we'll be at the, where is it? I thought there was a arena that did too. There we go. Okay. We're in Abbotsfield. And now let's go ahead and start the show. So yeah, we start out with basically Samuel and Steve putting over the show tonight, including Diablo Duvac, Blockbuster, and Laura Flame being in action. That gets a 71. We have Laura Flame going over strong, defeating Sandra Shine in 5:58 by pinfall with a Flame Fire kick. That gets a 51. Then we have Laura Flame doing a quick promo, getting 53, basically saying, you know, Lauren Easter did defeat me. I'm not going to whine and cry about that, but, you know, that's just a small setback. You know, what's good whatever. You know, she'll say something like, you know, my flame will never be extinguished here in CWA, and, you know, I'm part of the next generation of women's wrestlers who is going to make, you know, women's wrestling great here in the Canadian Wrestling Alliance. Gets a 53. We have a Gen Z argument with Price and Delay. This is your typical argument, basically, you know, talking about, like, you know, we're the next young guns. No, we're the next young guns. No, we're the next young guns. And then they fight. 48. Alex Winters, Droid Freedom. We have Rom Delay, not doing so great. Haley Hunter was helped though, but this gets a 48. And then the actual match, which I didn't expect to be that great, was okay, so Robin Delay got a cracked tailbone. That's unfortunate. But it was Generation Z defeating Price and Delay in 7:49 when Alex Winters pinned Robin Delay with a winner's bite. So this gets a 40. And yep, Then we had a complete squash with Blockbuster defeating Mark Griffin in 6-18 by pinfall with the Buster Bomb. So that gets a 55. And then Blockbuster killing Mark Griffin got a 48. Then Mark Dubois did a quick, heel promo, talking about how, he shouldn't be stuck here on Weekend Warriors. He should be in the main event of Championship Wrestling because I am Mark Dubois, blah, 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 and start standard Quebecois arrogant heel stuff here. Gets a 58. Then in the actual match, Diablo Duvac defeats Mark Dubois in 950 by submission. That gets a 62. And Duvac celebrating got a 46, which not the greatest, but it's pretty much what we expected. So this got a 58. Perfectly solid show. So let's go ahead and book the other show, which again, remember, we're booking 2 shows in a row for these. So let's go ahead and book the next show. So again, I want to sort of less, well, you know what I'm saying. I don't want the same people on the B show, so let's book Natalie DeMarco and Claire Winters taking on the heel team of Unica Case and Demelza Wade. So last week the heels went over. This week in a 10-minute match, Claire Winters will get the shock win. Well, not the shock win, but the decent win on Unica Case. Open match, and it'll be a decisive win. Then in Skip View, let's see here. I want not a huge match, but a fairly big match. Have I had them wrestle already? I feel like I already had them wrestle. Nope. Okay. So Skip View can take on Mountie Man again. I don't say this would be a big match, but this would be like your... Yeah. So we got Bew going over. Decisive win for Bew. And there we go. We'll book that. And then in sort of our... I don't want to say flippy match, but our flippy match. So we'll have... David Stone, setting Wildside. What does Chucky's? Okay, no, he's not a flippy. Is Dermot a flippy? Dermot is not a flippy. He's the exact opposite. Is it Mark who's a flippy? He's much closer to a flippy. Okay. So we'll have this wild 3-way. It'll go 9 minutes. And we're going to have Mark Raisin actually cheating to win, after this being a high spot match. And a tainted win for Mr. Raisin. Okay. And then in the very opposite of that match, we're going to have a complete and utter squash. Let's see here, who's going to die? As Derek Frost, we'll take on Robbie Griffin. Again, sorry Griffins, but I don't have much of a story for you, and you're right there. So this will go 4 minutes, and it's going to be Derek Frost going over. Okay, and just because I find it weird doing 43 minutes, we'll drop this down to 9 minutes. And there we go, 42 minutes, okay? So again, we have Sonny and David opening, not Sonny, but Samuel and David open the show. No. Wow, words are hard. Open the show. Over Skip View. Mountie Man. And who's the other guys? Yeah. Derek Frost. And Sonny Wildside. And David Stone. There we go. 2 minutes at the start of the show. We're going to have Raising Celebrating while Stone and Wildside fume. Again, I'm not expecting this to be good, but again, gotta get these guys better. So when you guys get them better is get them actual time to do this stuff. So then we'll have a Derek Frost in-ring promo. We'll have a Mountie Man in-ring promo. And then we end things with Skip U celebrating. Okay, so there's our show for the night. So let's go ahead and run that. So again, Samuel Steve opening the show. That gets a 58, probably because I actually rated a couple of people on overness. But again, just testing things out and seeing how it goes. We got an opening match was actually pretty good, which is actually pretty good. Like not quite good enough that I want to throw them on the main show, but good enough to sort of like see that they're getting there. Is Mark Raisin defeating David Stone and Sonny Wildside in 901 when Mark Raisin pinned David Stone after David Stone after hitting a low blow and holding the tights. There we go. That's much better. And this got a 54. Then our post-match stuff were Raisin celebrating, while Stone and Wildside both fume inside the ring. That's got a 45, which again, not that great, but it's probably what I expected. We got Derek Frost doing a quick in-ring promo where he basically complains about how he's being held down by CWA management, because he should be on the main show and kicking ass. This gets a 56. And Derek Frost killing Robbie Griffin in 401 gets a 41. Our women's match gets a 45 as Natalie Marco and Claire Winters defeat Nina Kakase and Demelza Wade in 8:59 when Claire Winters pinned Nina Kakase with a heel kick. So looking at performances, Nina did the best, Demelza did the worst, Claire okay. So yeah, about what I expected. Then we have a Mountie Man in-ring promo. He does his heel Mountie shtick. So just watch the Mountie promo from 1991, was it, or 1990, or 1992, one of those years, whenever the Mountie was active, and just watch one of those, and there you go. That gets 65. And our main event of the evening, Skip U defeats Mountie Man 11:50 by pinfall with View down. So this gets a 56. What was held back? Okay, no storyline. Right. Okay, that's what I expected. So even though they both got into Skip was in the high 60s, Mountie was in high 50s, is only 58. Because again, this is an important thing on TEW 2020, which is something that I sort of realized, is that storylines are very important. Like, you just can't throw, well, in a sports ed fed, obviously in your pure so feds or pure sports fed, it's fine. But in companies where storylines are important, if you don't have a storyline associated with your main event match, it is going to get dinged. And then Mountie Man Skip U celebrating gets a freaking 78. Jesus Christ. Yeah, if you wonder why I'm beginning to push them harder, there you go. So this gets a 57. There you go. So yeah, that was actually two pretty solid B shows. It gets people on, again, the hard part about CWA, along with being only an hour and a half, which is something I might change after, like, one of the bigger shows here, sort of like as a Steve DeColt change, is that there is, there isn't really that many, like not enough time to get people on the show. But anyway, so if let's just check things out real quick. So we got a medical thing. So let's just see our friend. Okay, so Robin Delay, cracked tailbone, being worked through 27 days. Yeah, but you're a delay, so even though I know you want to work through it, let's talk to the worker. Let's see here. In ring, looking. Wait, where do I give time off? Hold on. Written contract. Oh, right. I can't forget it's here. Okay, so we go to wrestler. And let's give some time off. You can give 2 weeks of time off. There we go. Because you're injured, and I'm not using that much anyway. But anyway, let's just not book through, but get to the end of the TV show here, and then we'll see how everything goes. So let's just actually book this day, not book this, but run this through day by day, see if anything interesting actually pops up or not. Okay. Ooh. Okay. See, this is some sports ed bullshit. Okay. But we do got some news. Okay, so we got dating. Natalie Snow and Aaron Knight have begun dating. Well, isn't that interesting? Keep it on the kayfabe, guys. You're an evil bitch heel and you're like our hero, so keep it on down low. And Jonathan Taylor and Debbie Graham having problems? Did you ask her out? And yeah, Taylor's one of our one of our main refs. Okay, that's okay. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Anyway, see, this is interesting because if you look at Tyson Bate, he's incredibly popular, but he's also not good at all. If we even negotiate with him, okay, so he would need, here's the problem. He would want $101,000 a month. Things I'm not going to do is pay Tyson Bane $100,000 a month to be a wrestler. I might pay him, no. Let's see here. I'll have their big show. Let's just see how that went. El Leon defeated El Dimanto, Dr. Rudo, Gina Montero and Rocco Alvarez. Okay. And yes, as seems to happen in all these, Dr. Rudo turned face. What the hell? And then Warrior Globe happened, and Kishino Hori retained the title in a 4-way match. Let's go on to the next. Let's just see how this rolls, and okay, we'll get to the next TV show, and I think we'll finish things out for that. So again, TICW had the World War, so let's just see here. Okay, so Edward Cornell retained the title in '96. What did Tommy Cornell? You're not telling me Tom Cornell did not actually wrestle? Cornell confronted each. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. The Train. Okay. Nightmare and Banton. Okay. That's not a good name for them, but it could be a lot worse. And let's just pull this up real quick here and see how it goes. Retire. Oh, danger. Retire. That's unfortunate. one more thing here as we see as, I think, yeah, we're on Tuesday, okay. So one more day, and then I think we'll close things out as long as nothing else weird happens. Rich money to re-sign. Like, let's just, like, I'm just interested. Jesus Christ. This is another thing I like in the game, is stars get paid like fucking stars. So yes, things we will not be doing. Paying Rich Money $150,000 a month. So yeah, let's do one more thing. Again, let's see if anything else interesting happens, and then we'll go from there. And we'll check out one other thing here. Okay. Battle Unending. The Crippler, Akuma, John Green, Mainstream, yeah. A couple of these people make sense, not all of them. Let's see here. Let's just look at the two. Okay. New Wave defeated Jay Cord and Eddie Stone. Daniel Hansrelli and the New Legends. Okay, so we got Bart Biggins and Greg Gage. Okay. That's actually kind of interesting. Like, then you've got Supreme TV, where it went over Atom Smasher, Counterpunch TD Eliminate. Okay. Right, Angry Gilmore and. Okay. That's still a weird team name. Anyway, let's just see here. Any new mail? Oh, wait. Weekend Warriors. Again, got a 0.03 rating, which is about what it should do. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for now. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. Go ahead and comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this for more fun TEW 2020 action. Or give things a like. That always helps. Regardless, that's all for now. So, see you later, and adios.